dahil sa COVID-19, tayo muna'y mag-aral at matuto on screen. And our lesson for today is all about arithmetic sequences and series. We should first define sequence. A sequence is a list of things, usually numbers, that are in order. So in this lesson, we will be talking about numbers, the order of numbers. The first topic that I will be discussing is all about arithmetic sequences and series. So gusto muna natin dapat alamin kung paano magsulat ng sequence. So we have here 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So n represents the number or the order of the sequence. So we have 3 being the first term, 6 being the 9 at the second term, the 9 being the third, the 12 being the fourth, and the 15 being the fifth. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 is an example of a finite sequence having the rule a sub n is equal to 3n, where a sub n represents the nth term of the sequence. So how do we write terms of sequences? Take note, we are just discussing the sequences. Okay, write the first 5 terms of the sequence. A sub n equals to n plus 3. Katulad rin nung kayo ay nasa grade 8 that when something is substituted from x, if you have a function, ganun din siya. So a sub n is equal to 2n plus 3. We just substitute n as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. So this is how it goes. So first term, if you are to substitute 1, so a sub 1 is equal to 2 times 1 plus 3 is equal to 5. The second term, 2 times 2 plus 3 is equal to 7. The third term is 2 times 3 plus 3 is equal to 9. The fourth term is 2 times 4 plus 3 is equal to 11. And the fifth term is 2 times 5 plus 3 is equal to 13. So another one, write the first 5 terms of the sequence a sub n is equal to n over n plus 1. So again, the first 5 terms, we have our n will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we substitute 1, so we have 1 over 1 plus 1, we have 1 half being the first term. Next, we substitute n be equal to 2. So we have 2 over 2 plus 1, or we have the second term, 2 third. And so we have the third term, 3 fourth. We have the fourth term, 4 fifth. We have the fifth term, 5 over 6. So the first 5 terms of the sequence a sub n is equal to n over n plus 1 is r. The first 5 terms of the sequence a sub n is equal to n over n plus 1 are 1 half, 2 third, 3 fourth, 4 fifth, and 5 sixth. So another one, write the first 5 terms of the sequence f of n is equal to negative 2 raised to n minus 1. So substituting n be equal to 1, so we have negative 2 raised to 1 minus 1 is equal to 1. So 1 is our first term. So f of 2, we have negative 2. F of 3, we have 4. F of 4, we have negative 8. F of 5, we have 16. And there we have it, the first 5 terms of the sequence f of n is equal to negative 2 raised to n minus 1 arithmetic sequence. Paano ba ito naiiba sa sequence na pinag-usapan natin kanina? Yung sequence na sinasabi natin is just the order of number. But in arithmetic sequence, it is somehow different. So we define arithmetic sequence. A sequence whose consecutive terms have a common difference. Okay, let's check. How is it? So example, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on. So how could we consider it to be an arithmetic sequence? Okay, it says an arithmetic sequence has consecutive terms a common difference. So paano natin makukuha yung common difference? So the terms have a common difference of 2. Paano kaya nakuha si 2? So si 2 nakuha, kinuha mo na yung second term, kinuha yung difference ng second term sa first term. Tinignan din ang difference ni third term at second term, difference ni fourth term at third term, difference ni fifth term at fourth term, and the difference of the sixth term and the fifth term. So, paano kapag magkakaiba ang difference nila? So we cannot call it an arithmetic sequence. Kaya nga natin sinasabi ng arithmetic sequence ay ang sequence na may common difference. So we denote that common difference D. So we have here the formula that we could use. So a sub n plus 1 minus a sub n. Parang yung kanina, a sub n plus 1, if the first term is 3 and the second term is 5, we get the difference 5 minus 3, we get 2. 7 minus 5, we get 2. 9 minus 7, we get 2. 11 minus 9, we get 2. And 13 minus 11, we get 2. So we have an example. Is the sequence arithmetic? Okay, you have 15 seconds to answer. Okay, let's check. Ano kayong sagot nyo? Yes, the common difference is 15. So find the next 4 terms. Negative 9, negative 2, 5. Ano na kaya yung next 4 terms? Okay. So the next 4 terms will be what? Negative 2 minus negative 9 is equal to 7. So the difference is 7. So what will be the next term or the fourth term? The next to the third term, which is 5, we are going to add 7. So we have 12. And 12 plus 7 we have 19, plus 7 we have 26, and plus 7 we have 33. Find the next 4 terms of 0, 7, 14. Okay, isip-isip. Okay, unang-una muna natin isipin, ano kaya ang difference nila? So we get the difference of the second term and the first term. So we have 7 minus 0 is equal to 7. So the difference is 7. So the first term 0, second 7, third is 14. Next is 21, 28, 35, and the last is 42. What about find the next 4 terms of negative 3x, negative 2x, negative x? So huwag nating pangambahan yung may variable bigla may x. Para rin lang yung isang apple, dalawang apple, tatlong apple. Okay? So if we are to think of the number line, diba? Yung number line natin, ang center niya is 0. And in the right part are the positive integers. Sa kabila, we have the negative integers. Parang pababa lang yan eh. Ay parang pataas yan eh. Negative 3x, negative 2x, negative x. Kahit hindi ka mag-isip, alam mo na ang next ay 0. Okay? So, the difference will be x. So, negative 2x minus negative 3x. So, we have x. So, the next 4 terms are 0, x, 2x, 3x. The next one. Find the next 4 terms of 5k, negative k, negative 7k. Okay, next, we subtract negative k and we get the difference of negative k and 5k. Negative k minus 5k is and negative 7k minus negative k, we have negative 6k. The difference is negative 6k. So what about our next 4 terms? So negative 7k plus negative 6k, we have negative 13k, plus negative 6k, we have negative 19k, plus negative 6k, we have negative 25k, plus negative 31k, we have, plus negative 6k, we have negative 31k. So how do you find any term of this sequence? Pag halimbawa, hindi mo alam or hindi mo maisulat ang sequence mo dahil sa pagkahaba-haba at pagkadami-dami. What if gusto mong hanapin? Ano kaya ang pang 100 na term? Ano kaya ang pang 1,000 na term? Pang 500 na term? O diba mahirap kapag maglilista ka na maglilista? Lalo na kapag napakalaki ng ating difference. So to find any term in an arithmetic sequence, we use the formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, where d is the common difference, a sub n is the nth term of the sequence, a sub 1 being your first term, n being the number of the terms, and as I have said earlier, we have d being the common difference. So ito na nga. So we denote first term a sub 1, nth term a sub n, number of terms, and later on we will study s sub n, which is the sum of n terms, and d the common difference. So the nth term of an arithmetic sequence is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus parentheses n, open parentheses, n minus 1 close parentheses times d. And the sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence, s sub n is equal to n over 2 parentheses a sub 1 plus a sub n parentheses. So example, find the 14th term of the arithmetic sequence. Kung magsusulat ako na medyo marami na rin yung 14. So 4, 7, 10, and 13. Okay, by using the formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, we should first identify what are the given data. So 4, 7, 10, and 13 are the given data. We have a sub 1 is equal to 4, a sub 2, 7, a sub 3, 10, we have a sub 4, or the fourth term, 13. So they are the given data. So the 14th term is the unknown. So what is unknown? We have the a sub 14 or the 14th term. So the first term is 4. The n. What is the n? Since you are to find the 14th term, so n should be equal to 14 also. And the difference, how do we get the difference? Kanina, sinabi ko. kunin yung difference ng second term at first term. We subtract 4 from 7. So 7 minus 4 we have 3. 10 minus 7 we have 3. And 13 minus 10 we have 3. So ayan. So sinubstitute na natin. A sub 14 is the 14th term. A sub 1 is equal to 4. So A sub 14 is equal to the 14th term. A sub 4 is the first term. And we have the difference. Again, paano natin nakuha si difference? Ang ginawa natin is the second term minus the first term. We have what? 7 minus 4. What is 7 minus 4? That is 3. Pareho lang yan kapag third term minus the second term, we have 10 minus 7, we have 3. Ganon rin kapag fourth term minus the third term, we have 13 minus 10 is equal to 3. Okay, since we have a common difference, which is 3, so ayun, nilagay na natin sa equivalently D. Okay, so again, by the rule of PEMDAS, uunahin natin si parenthesis, yung nasa loob ni parenthesis. So 14 minus 1, we have 13. So again, PEMDAS, parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division. Also, we have 13 times 3 muna. Okay, so 13 times 3, we have 39. So lastly, we add 4. And now, the 14th term of the arithmetic sequence 4, 7, 10, 13 is equal to 43. Intindihan ba? Okay, what about this one? It's somehow challenging kasi may decimal. Pero huwag tayong mabibigla. Madali lang yan. So, first, the problem is find A sub 16. If A sub 1 is equal to 1.5 and the difference is 0.5. Alamin muna natin. A sub 16 will be the 16th term. Okay? Hanapin natin yan. Si first term, si nth term, si number of terms, at saka si common difference. Okay, so first term is 1.5. The nth term is A sub 16. The number of terms is 16. S sub n is not applicable since we will just find A sub 16 and the common difference is 0.5 by using the formula A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. We substitute the given data. Ano yung wala? So, A sub 16. First, unahin muna natin yung nasa loob ni parenthesis. Okay, 16 minus 1. So, we have 15. 15 times 0.05. 15 times 0.05, that would be 7.5 plus 1.5. So, we have the 16th term of the sequence given A sub 1 is equal to 1.5 and the difference is 0.5. We have 9. Okay? Intindihan ba? Okay, take a look at the problem muna para matandaan yung process. So, may konti lang na nakalimutan. We have, you should place here a parenthesis. Kasi kapag hindi mo nilagyan, baka dire-diretso mo sagutin. No? Okay, so we have here a problem. A table table shows typical cost for a construction company to rent a crane for 1, 2, 3, or 4 months. Assuming that the arithmetic sequence continues, how much will it cost to rent the crane for 12 months? So gagawa tayo ng table na meron tayong table na 1, the months and the cost. For the first month, 75,000. For the second month, 90,000. Third month, 105. Fourth month, 120,000 pesos. Kung tutuusin, kapag 12 months, mag-a-add na lang ako. Paano kapag sasabihin sa'yo na 100 months, o diba? So, mahirap siyang gawin ng mano-mano. So, by using the formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times t. Again, do not forget the parentheses in this part. So, a sub 1 first term, a sub n nth term, n is the number of terms, and the d common difference. Okay, so the first term is 75,000. The nth term is a sub 12, the number of terms is 12, and the common difference is 15,000. Again, paano natin nakuha si common difference? Si common difference nakuha by subtracting the second term minus the first term, which is we have 90,000 minus 75,000, we have 15,000. Okay, lagi natin alalahanin na i-check kung arithmetic sequence ba sila. So, i-subtract mo rin si third term kay second term para matignan kung 15,000 din, and 120,000 minus 105,000 kung 15,000 din. Bakit? Para ma-assure natin kung arithmetic sequence nga ba yung binigay sa table. Okay, by substitution, we have a sub 12 is equal to 75,000. 12 minus 1 times plus 12 minus 1 times 15,000. So, uunahin muna natin si 12 minus 1. Okay, again, PEMDAS. 12 minus 1 is 11. So, we multiply it to 15,000. We have 165,000. We add 75,000. So, we have the 12th term, $240,000. Okay, tignan natin, busisiin natin kung paano nangyari. So, in 12 months, ang renta ng crane will cost 240,000 pesos. Another example, in the arithmetic sequence 4, 7, 10, 13, which term has a value of 301? So kung magmano-mano ka na i-add mo, kailan mo pa kaya makukuha, kailan ka pang matatapos para makita mo kung pang ilang term si 301? Tama? 4 plus 7, 10, 13. Alam mo na 3 ang difference. Plus 3, 16, plus 3, 19, plus 3, 13, 16, 19, 22, di ba? Malayo-layo pa ng 301. So, by using the formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, we all know that the last term na gusto natin hanapin, we have 301. Siya yung gusto natin hanapin, siya yung nth term natin. So, 4 is your first term. And n, siya yung gusto natin malaman kung pang ilan siya. So, we have the difference 3 because 4 minus 7, again, pagkita natin si difference, a sub 2 minus a sub 1 is equal to 7 minus 4, which is equal to 3. A sub 3 minus a sub 2 is equal to 10 minus 7. We have 3. A sub 4 minus a sub 3 is equal to 13 minus 10. We have 3. So we have the common difference 3. can, by the distributive property, paano nangyari yung 3n? So, since hindi mo ito makukuha, so, ang gagawin mo, i-distribute mo si 3, PEMDAS, since parenthesis, di ba? O, distributive property. So, kung kaya 3 times n, we have 3n. 3 times negative 1, we have negative 3. Intindihan ba? So, now, combine like terms. So, anong ba ang magkakapareho na sa right side of the equation? We have 4 and 3. Okay? So, 4 and negative 3. 4 minus 3, we have 1. Okay, so 1 plus 3n. So, ano nang gagawin natin? Paano natin mahihiwalay si 3n? So, when you were in your grade 8, you learn how to handle this type of equation. Paano nga ba mahiwalay si 3n? So, ang gagawin mo, paano mawawala si 1 sa tabi ni 3n? Kaya gusto natin ihiwalay si 3n. So, anong gagawin natin? Mag-subtract tayo ng isa. So, sa kabila din, mag-subtract din tayo ng isa. So, 1 minus 1, we have 3n. So, 301 minus 1, we have 300. So, gusto natin mawala. Si n lang ang gusto natin kunin. Anong gagawin natin? So, i-divide natin si 300 ng 3. So, 300 divided by 3, we have 300 divided by 3, we have 100. So, the 301 is the 100 term. Intindihan? Okay. Bali, kung maglilista ka ng 4, 7, 13, ang dami-dami mo pang nalista bago ka matapos at makuha mo na si 301 ay pang 100 term. So, what about this one? Find n if a sub n is equal to 633, a sub 1 is equal to 9, and d is equal to 24. Okay, first term, 9. Nth term, 633. N. So, since n is the unknown, ganun pa rin siya. So, the common difference is 24. So, again, we have the formula. So, do not forget the parentheses. Okay, so, by substitution, a sub n 633, si a sub 1, 9. Si n is unknown and the difference is 24. Okay. So, paano natin nakuha si 15? So, in this part, in this equation, we combine like terms. We have 9 and negative 24. Adding them up, we have negative 15. Okay? So, 24n minus 15. Paano mawawala si negative 15? Again, we add 15. Okay? We also add 15. Kasi kung anong ginawa natin sa kabilang side, siya rin gagawin natin sa kabila. So, negative 15 plus 15, that would be equal to 0. So, ang natira na lang, na-isolate na natin si 24n. So, we have 633 plus 15, we have 648. So, how will we get rid of 24? Dyan sa 24n. Since gusto natin n lang ang makuha natin. So, we divide both sides by 24. Okay? So, 24 by 24, we have n. So, 648 divided by 24, we have n be equals to 27. So, now, that 633 is the 27th term. Okay? So what about this one? Given an arithmetic sequence with a sub 15 is equal to 38 and the difference is negative 3. Find the first term or a sub 1. So first term is unknown, a sub n is 38. The number of terms is 15 and the difference is negative 3. So the formula, do not forget the parentheses again. Kasi malilito tayo dyan. Okay? So by substitution, we have 38b equal to a sub 1 plus 15 minus 1 times negative 3. Again, PEMDAS rule. Unahin muna natin yung nasa loob ng parentheses. Now, so for 15 times plus 1, we have 14. So 14 times negative 3, that is negative 42. Okay, so 38 is equal to a sub 1 minus 42. So again, paano mawawala si 42? So mag-add lang tayo ng 42 sa magkabilang side. So we have negative 42 plus 42, that is now 0. So nahiwalay na natin sa a sub 1. So a sub 1 is equal to 42 plus 38 and that is 80. So the first term of the arithmetic sequence given a sub 15 is equal to 38 and the difference is negative 3 is equal to 80. What about this one? Find D if a sub 1 is equal to negative 6 and the a sub 29 is 20. So again, identify the given. Okay, the unknown is D. So by substitution, we have 20 is equal to negative 6 plus 29 minus 1 times D. So hanapin natin si D. So 29 minus 1, we have 28 times D, we have 28D. So 28D. So we have the difference. So paano mawawala si 28? Okay, we divide both sides by 28. Okay, so 28 divided by 28, 1. So di na lang matitira. So sa kabila, 26 divided by 28. So, if you are going to use calculator, magkakaroon tayo ng decimal numbers. But we can simply reduce 26 over 28. Pwede 13 over 14. So the difference is 13 over 14. Okay. The problem, write an equation for the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. How are we going to write the equation? Yung gusto natin makita kung ano yung general rule. Okay? Okay, so gusto natin makita kung ano yung general rule natin para kahit anong term ang gusto natin mahanap, makikita natin. So, ano yung mga available na data na meron tayo? So, we have the first term which is 8 and the common difference which is 9. Paano nakuha si common difference again? So, we have second term minus first term, we have 17 minus 8. So, 17 minus 8 is equal to 9. Again, 26 minus 17, we have 9. 35 minus 26, we have 9. So, kailangan ma-check natin na kung arithmetic sequence nga ba sila. So, by the formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, we have 8 plus n minus 1 times d. So, distribution property. So, 9 times n at saka 9 times negative 1. So we have 8 plus 9n minus 9. So we combine like terms. So 8 minus 9, we have negative 1. So 9 a sub n is equal to 9n minus 1. So kahit gusto mo nang makita kung anong ang value ng 51st term, anong value ng 75th term, makikita na natin agad by just merely substituting the value of n. Okay, so that is the equation of the nth term of the arithmetic sequence 8, 17, 26, and 35. So that is all about the finding the difference, finding the nth term of the sequence by using the formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times t. Okay, for the next lesson, we will be discussing about finding the arithmetic mean and the sum of the arithmetic sequence. Okay, so that would be all for today. Again, thank you very much.